Hello everybody, welcome back to City Skylines. Did you like that intro? It is brand new, I worked very hard on it. I'm just kidding, it took like maybe 20 minutes to make. But I'm kind of proud of it, adds a little spice to the videos, at least in the beginning. If you liked it, let me know. If not, if for some reason everybody hates it, then I will redo it and change it, I guess. But I don't think people usually care about intros, it just gives a little more, adds to the entertainment value, I'll say. Alright, what am I... Let's just kind of get a status of everything. This building is on fire. Do I have anything attending to that? I do have fire stations, and I believe I'm pretty good on fire. Yeah, you're like right next door. Okay. You're good over here. Nothing's really going on over there yet. Are these not changing? Oh no, they are changing. It just hasn't really kicked in yet to the green. You need water. How much of this? Let's do, let's make this entire section residential too. Water, I have not added. Do I have to go further down? I think I do have to go further down here. Alright. Reach, 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 reach. You're not 90 degrees though, are you? Oh, I guess that doesn't matter anymore because it's not 90 degrees down there. Alright, so today's episode, I'm going to be talking about public transportation. Okay, I have a bit of a story to tell you. Just a small one. So, I live near a college campus right now, and at the entrance to the college campus, there is a roundabout. Now, I am a huge fan of roundabouts. I think that they are fantastic. They help traffic flow really well. But some people don't know how to use them, apparently, as I found out. If you don't know what a roundabout is, or I don't know why you wouldn't, but maybe there's none where you live, I guess. That's a possibility. A roundabout is a circle. Well, it's this right here. I'm playing a game. I'm playing a city building game. The roundabout is right here. It's this. So you enter from this side, you have to turn right, and you follow it until the place where you want to exit. You can get a little more detailed than that if you want to talk about which lane you're supposed to be in, but that's essentially a roundabout. Now, what happened, I was entering the roundabout from this direction, and somebody else came up to the roundabout from this direction, and they turned left. Who does that at a roundabout? I mean, luckily there were like no cars there, so there was not a head-on collision, but there very well could have been if less skilled people had been driving at that moment. But seriously, like, are roundabouts that difficult? I mean, have you guys ever had trouble driving roundabouts, I guess? I always thought they were just like super easy and the greatest things in the world. How do I... Okay, that's gonna be 60 and 60 right there. Let's do that, and then I know that's gonna change the electric thing right here. If I do that, does it connect to the grid? No, you're stupid. Connect to the grid. Okay. Whatever, we'll do that for now. Oh, shut up. You're all getting your electricity back. Can I make this 60 degrees as well? Is it the other way? 59, 60.7. Seriously? If I do shift click, does it help me? Can I zoom in? Will that make it be more of a 60 degree thing? 59, I think that's the closest I'm gonna get. Well, let's go this way. Let's try to do 60 degrees right there. There it is again. Let's do 60. Ooh, this one looks weird. 50, 55, 54, 57, 48. Why is that not? There's 66, 63, 60. Okay. Whatever, good enough. Alright, cool. I'm really hoping to put some commercial in here. That looks pretty cool, though, I will say. Maybe I'll eventually make these like one-way roads going into different places. For now, this is all just going to be industry, though. Why are you not highlighted? Okay, I did some weird things to the road, apparently. But anyways, you got, I mean, most people have used a roundabout. Maybe if you're a new driver, or if you haven't started driving yet, you might not have experienced one, or if you've lived in like the same place. Like, I get that, I guess. But roundabouts, they make traffic so much easier. Do I have to expand this? Let's go just a little bit outside here. Alright, we're just going to slowly grow this section. We're not going to do too much at a time. But I don't know. That's... I like roundabouts. I guess they could be confusing if you've, like, never, ever been in a roundabout before, which I kind of find hard to believe, if, like, for most drivers. But at the same time, if you enter from this direction, and there's, like, one-way signs on it, too, and you also see other cars going in that direction, you gotta be a pretty interesting character to decipher that you should turn left here. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I don't know. I guess this is kind of where I'm leading up to right now. I think personally that driving regulations are way too simple in the United States. I think that it's too easy to get your driver's license, and then after that, I think it is definitely too easy to maintain it. Basically, don't get in an accident, don't get pulled over, and you will be able to drive for your entire life. Which, I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. Let's take a look at traffic right here, actually. So you still got that problem. You know what I'm going to do? Just as a temporary solution, I am going to alleviate your driving stresses. Let's do the freeform tool here, and do like, oh no, I forgot you have that there. Okay, well we're gonna deal with that later. And then you're gonna go across like that. Alright, and then electricity, you're just gonna go like that. Simple enough. And that should help these cars get off much quicker. Alright. I don't know, here's my thought on the thing. Like, after you have your license, you basically just keep it. I think that, personally, you should be required to renew your license regularly. Are you not doing your job, police car? But I'm thinking, nothing crazy, but I'm thinking like every... You need to go down here. Let's just do this. I'm thinking like every 3 or 4 years, we just make it a requirement to go back and get like another driver's test and like get updated on any rules, because rules change. You know, there's new traffic designs that everyone's supposed to know, and there's not really a good system in place to tell everyone about it. But I don't know. Either way, I think that there should be some sort of renewal process, so that as you age, especially in the elderly population, I don't want to take driving away from them completely, but I just think that you should have to renew it. I think that just like you have driver's classes for 16-year-olds, you should have a driver's class every like 5 or 10 years, or maybe even more. I don't know. Why are you abandoned? What did you not have? I hate abandoned buildings. We're just gonna de-zone you then, because you're not cool enough to be a part of our city. What do you guys think of that? Would you be in favor of having to renew your driver's license? I mean, I know that it adds a little bit of a hassle, but it's really not that big of a deal. It just means that you have to know the rules, I guess. much do these cost? 12,000. That's worth it. That's all it means, is that you have to pay attention to what you're doing. Another example, this one's actually pretty sad. There is a stretch of highway, also kind of by where I live, where over the summer there was an officer driving at 6 or 7 in the morning, and he was on his motorcycle, he was off duty, but there was an elderly man, I think he was in his like 80s or something, driving a trailer. Now, something happened here or there, whatever, and the elderly man merged lanes, but did not see the officer behind him. Now, even at that point, I can understand, like, that's something you already shouldn't be doing, is merging lanes without being 100% sure there is nothing in that lane. But I get that there's a blind spot, I get that it's dark out, I get that it's the morning, but there's plenty of ways to react to that situation. Like, continuing to look while you're merging, or merging slowly, or doing something. I guess I don't know the exact story of what happened, but essentially and warning, this is going to be just a tiny bit graphic. What happened is the elderly man, his trailer ended up hitting the officer. This is a sad story, by the way, it does not end well. And the trailer hitch ended up dragging the officer for several miles before the guy even noticed that his trailer had even hit something or struck something. Now, again, I don't want to assume anything because I was not in that situation, I was not the driver, I did not witness anything, but I can't imagine hitting somebody with a trailer and dragging them for several miles without noticing at some point what's going on. What are these cars trying to do? What if I just delete this? These cars now don't have an access though. Let's do a straight exit from here to there. Okay, and then you're all gonna end up turning that way. I guess there's worse things that could happen, because you're all gonna come from that way. Okay. I don't know, I just think that's kind of... It seems difficult to me, or it seems... Something seems weird to me that could happen and you could not notice. I feel like anybody who should be driving on the road should be able to notice that. And that's kind of where I'm going with the license restrictions too, is if you have to renew your license and there's harsher restrictions every year, then that'll only make the roads safer for everyone. And the other thing too is that... Oh, that must not have been connected. Why won't you go the other way? Can I just connect you like that? Okay, I don't know why it wouldn't do that before. But there's positives that would come from this too. I mean, not only would the roads be safer, like I'm saying, but we would also have a better public transportation system, I think, because if you have less people who are qualified to be on the roads, then that means that more people are going to be required to take things like trains and buses and subways. And in the United States, that's something we don't have very much of. We are very much a drive yourself everywhere you want to go nation, whereas a place like a lot of countries in Europe, there's a lot of trains, there's a lot of cheap flights. That's just not a viable option in the United States. I don't know. Those are my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think that the licensing restriction, or do you think driver's licenses are too easy to maintain? Do you think they're not easy enough? Would you like the idea of having to renew the license every so often? I would be a fan of that. There's too many pros, and the only real con to me is that people would just be lazy. It just seems like it would be slightly less convenient for a lot of people. But I don't know. If you have any ideas, please let me know in the comments. I would love to learn more about this. I love hearing different perspectives, so let me know if you think there's a better idea or a better solution out there. But anyways, I think that is just about going to do it for this episode. How's everything looking so far? This is coming along nicely. Very nicely. That is a problem. That pollution is definitely a problem. It just has barely not quite reached that. Just barely. But yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that sometime in the quite near future. And there it is, folks. We have reached Busy Town. That's what I was looking for. I was watching the population go down there. Anyways, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please click that like button and subscribe for more content. I will catch you all next time. Have a great day.